Cheers. Today's live brought to you by Dr. Pepper. The refreshing, bold taste of 23 flavors. Dr. Pepper, try one out today. Clone doing the robot. Hello, whoever joined me. Welcome, welcome. I was doing TikTok videos and I figured, well, I was suited up. Let's see if anybody had any questions about the armor. Mr. Platinum Arrow, what's up, man? What's up? So, any questions about my clone armor? Let me know. It's a clone butt right there. Been working out doing squats. The newest part to the armor really is just the back plate detail piece there that I got in. So that was the final piece that I was waiting on. I got that in and got it installed like 3 weeks ago, and then submitted this for 501st approval, and I'm still waiting to hear back on it. You know, that's kind of how it goes. It's a nice long process while they pour over my photos in detail and then pick apart this thing that I spent 8 months lovingly creating. And I asked for it. So, Lucas, what's up, man? Thank you. Thank you. So this is my 501st realistic phase 2 clone armor. There are two different kind of armors that you'll see out there. There's the animated style. I like to refer to it as cartoon armor. It's cartoon armor. And then the realistic style, this is the real man. This is real man armor. Slight differences in the ab. The elbows and knees are connected on the animated armor. This I don't know. I just think it looks better. More badass. And then the difference between phase 1 and phase 2, at least in realistic, is simply the helmet. The helmet's different. The phase 1 helmet has that big fin on it. Don't really care for that as much as I do the phase 2, because it kind of resembles as a stormtrooper. My favorite clone trooper, besides the main ones everyone knows, I like Jesse. I like Fives probably. Just the kind of the tragedy around Fives and what he knew. You know, obviously the main one's Rex, but I actually like Cody better than Rex. So, have not worn this to any cons. I actually have never been to a con. Don't know, just never really interested me. I'm not a big fan of crowds, but now that I have this, and once I get 501st approved, I won't have to pay for the cons anymore, because we'll get in as kind of demonstrators for it. So yeah, I'll probably go to several of them after this. But yeah, I'm excited to walk around in this, because this is something I think some folks will want some pictures of. It's a nice suit. And on your left, what's up, Tim? How's it going, man? And I've kind of done a little deal that's getting me additional armors. So the company that makes this is 850 Armor Works. They're out of Pensacola, Florida. It's like a half hour from here. So he had a backlog of armors that, it's a good answer. He is technically a clone. They had a backlog of armor commissions, so I reached out to him and said, hey, you know, can I help you build some of these armors? And so I've started to build armor for them. So yes, I am now officially an armorer, probably apprentice armorer. We'll call myself an armorer with 850 Armor Works. I finish 3 of these suits, and then he's going to give me a set of armor unfinished that I'll be able to build myself. So I've got a couple others coming. I've actually got the next 2 planned out. I'm not sure what order I'm going to do them in, and so I'm going to kind of keep them under wraps for right now, but they will be revealed in the near future. So, but yeah, the clone armor. Give you a full 360. They actually have a whole, pretty good movement in this. It's a bit if I had to estimate how much money did you put in making the suit. All right, so grab a calculator. So armor was 600 plus another 150 for the belts and straps, so 750 for the armor, 150 for the shoes, 50 for the neck seal, probably 20 for the undersuit, 25 for the gloves, 200 for the helmet, and then sandpaper paint and that shit. So probably, you know, more than 1,500, less than 1,700. But that's about what you're going to spend on something like this. And, you know, and again, the primary investment's going to be the armor. So yeah, it's probably about $1,500 that I put into this. So now, if I do other clones, a good thing is, depending on what the clone is, I won't need to buy the shoes again, won't need to buy the neck seal again, won't need to buy the undersuit or the gloves. So I could do another clone trooper for much less, especially if I'm getting the armor portion free. You know, I can do another clone for a couple $100. It'll be the cost of like the helmet and maybe some accessories and the paint and stuff. So yeah. But yeah, a lot of really good movement. You know, I can actually run around in it, do jumping jacks. You know, there's nothing that's keeping me from being able to move. It's just bending down is the problem. You know, the codpiece kind of keeps me from being able to bend down that way, and the legs keep you from kind of being able to go down, you know, any further. And then when you put the helmet on, you're basically, you know, blind to anything below about here, which is why you'll typically see people with handlers at events with these. Looks better. I agree. You know, the clones in the, here's my biggest fault with the clones in the Kenobi series. They had a huge gap in the side here. And I know they did it for movement purposes, maybe because it's easier to get on, but a huge gap here that was just a real big problem. I also felt it was far too shiny, and I felt that it was too light of a blue. These are all just my, you know, my personal criticisms of it, but yeah. I also feel like my armor looks better than the armor that was in Kenobi. And if we can let the folks that do the Mandalorian and do Andor and do all that know that I am available free of charge. All they got to do is fly me out there, and I will do whatever they want to in this armor for them. Promise. Free. I'll even join, you know, SAG or whatever I need to all by myself. So call your boy. Hit me up. But when you put this on, you don't see anything. But let me show you my new prop. Kind of hard to get it all on camera at once. This is not real. This is not real. This is fake. That's the long one. So. Yep, that blaster is that's the DC-15A, and then I also have the DC-15S, which is the short version. Both of those files are from Galactic Armory, and I finished both of them myself. If you get anything from Galactic Armory, use code Darth Rage, all caps. You'll get 10% off. It's worth it. Worth it. So yeah. What's up, Vader? Good to see you in the house, man. You're the boss. It's my boss, man. Good soldiers follow orders. For the Republic. Take it easy, Lucas. Thank you for hanging out, man. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Yeah. Yeah. General Kenobi. Hello there. Hello there. Brought to you by Dr. Pepper. Cool, refreshing, 23 flavors. Dr. Pepper. Vice. Hope you meant to say nice. Yes, you did. Nice. It's not actually sponsored by Dr. Pepper, but I do love Dr. Pepper. So, any questions about the armor? Look at that. It fits perfectly right there. It's like it was made to be. There it is. Colors lined up. Sorry. Any questions about this? So, what I like to do at the end of these little suit-up videos is to go ahead and take this all off so you can kind of see how it all goes together and see what goes into the pieces parts of this. Yeah, I would love to. Is it heavy? No, actually, it's not very heavy at all. So the helmet is probably heavier than all the armor. And the belt, which is made out of rubber, is heavier than the rest of the armor. The armor is ABS plastic, and it's actually fairly light, much lighter than something that's 3D printed. What's up, Starbricks? If you were to 3D print full armor, which I wouldn't recommend, it would be a lot heavier than this, and I'd be afraid that it would break, it would crack. So yeah, the way to go on these is definitely to fork out the money for an ABS kit by somebody like 850 Armor Works or Imperial Surplus or somebody like that. No, I cannot do a flip in the armor. I can't do a flip when I'm not in the armor. So, that wouldn't work. I wouldn't be able to do a somersault either. I can't sit down. The butt plate makes it pretty impossible to sit. Well, actually, I probably could sit down, but it wouldn't be very comfortable. And can only kind of bend over here. I made this myself. So I ordered the raw ABS kit from 850 Armor Works and then finished it, put it all together, built it myself. Helmet I finished myself as well. I got this helmet from Chris, the prop guy. He's a cool prop maker out of Australia. He's an Aussie. Aussie, Aussie, Aussie. Oi, oi, oi. So yeah. Very, very proud. This is my greatest cosplay accomplishment, by far. By far. All right, so who wants to see me take this off? Let's see how it goes. I'm gonna put the helmet up on Anakin, my mannequin. Yeah, I don't know why I hadn't thought of naming my mannequin Anakin a long time ago. It just seems so obvious now. But here's Anakin, my mannequin. Gotta love him. Gotta love him. All right. So here is how it all goes together. It's magic, really. The gloves. These are Nomex flight gloves. Got these off of Amazon. They're long gloves. And the hand plates are just Velcroed on there. Just Velcro that's glued onto the glove. I like these because they are touchscreen gloves, so I don't have to take them off or use a stylus when I'm recording this. What's going on? What's going on? So these, the two forearms, simply slide on. Very, very easy to get on. The right one is a little bit tighter on the wrist, but yeah, those just slide on. Very simple. You're a little late, Grogu, but that's all right, man. Let's see how it all comes together. So the elbows and the knees are really identical in the way that they work. This outside rubber strap is, and I like to think this is kind of the armor of the elbow piece. And then this elastic is what holds it on. So elastic on both of those. So here, that one slides off. So the shoulders and the biceps are clipped on. There's a clip here that's attached underneath on my neck seal. And then that clips in to that clip right there. And the bicep is attached by a strap. And again, when you build the suits, you could buy one of all these straps pre-made from some companies, but it just didn't make sense. Why not just buy the strap and then make it yourself? So I made all these straps myself as well. So both of those go on either side. This one's a little bit harder to get off. Same thing. All right, so most people, when they're building these suits, they actually build this, see this seam here? They'll build an actual seam there that opens up so they can just take the armor up over the top and back. I didn't want to go through all that. The CRL, the custom requirement list, only calls for a visible seam. It doesn't say that it actually needs to open. So I made mine all one piece, as well as my abs. My abs are all one piece. Let's see. To get into it, probably about 20 minutes, all told. If I've got everything laid out, about 20 minutes. So I did the abs, and this all is one piece, which I feel just kind of makes it fit a whole lot tighter. Makes it, look more realistic. This suit probably cost me, it's somewhere between $1,500 and $1,700 to make with all the materials. That's counting the shoes, undersuit, everything, the helmet. The armor was like $750 for the armor, rubber belts. Shoes were $150, neck seals $50, the gloves were $25, the helmet was $200. And then all the sandpaper and paint and all that to put it together. So the chest and back just slides off. And again, that's all one piece. So, and it's not, this really is not heavy at all. So very light armor, very comfortable to wear. So the belt is Velcroed on. And again, this belt is heavier than the rest of the armor combined. This one is all one-piece rubber. I've got the back piece that I kind of bolted on there, and it connects with Velcro right there and hides underneath that belt box. But yeah, the belt is all that. And the belt goes and hides the gap between the ab piece and the butt and the cod piece. What's up, Kathy? Welcome aboard. Welcome aboard. Miss Lady Skywalker. All right, what do we do next? Is the cod. So next I take the cod off. Again, you're seeing a theme here, more Velcro. So this Velcros to two pieces that I have underneath there. Snaps on the side here to snaps on the side there, and then that Velcros and connects underneath to that. Yeah, no, this is much more expensive, man. The Jedi ones, maybe not so much. It'll still cost you definitely a couple $100 to get that stuff made. It's expensive stuff. It's expensive. All right, so next, I'm going to tilt the camera down so you can kind of see the removal of the leg parts. All right. So there you see the legs all together with the shin spoons in there. Turn that around. Pop the shin spoon out. Remove the shoe. And then get that piece off. So again, just to show this all to you guys together, the shin spoon is it's held together with tabs. There's a tab there, tab that I put in on that side, and there's a tab on the top up there. And so you get that on, pop it into all the tabs, and it makes one piece like that. And it's simply because unless you're double jointed, you can't get your foot through that hole. So that is that. These again are identical to how the elbows are held on. So you've got this strap here, which would be kind of the armor of it, if you will, and then the elastic that actually holds it on to your knee. These, I'll show you, are actually connected with the belt. But yeah, I'll show you that after I get this other leg off. Second leg, here's the first. There we go. All right. And then there's a belt here that all this is, the thighs are held up with. And it's the same kind of clip system that I have for my elbows. Sorry, I missed that last question. This has definitely been my favorite suit by far. I store my armor. I've got a big, hefty, I don't know, 59-gallon tub that I got at Home Depot that I can get everything but the helmet in. So I store that in there, or I put it on the mannequin, just kind of depending on what I do. Yeah, this is by far the favorite cosplay that I've done. Ooh. Let's see. You could put it in a dresser, yeah, but to move it around, most people have these large, like hefty containers. They've got wheels on them, so you can tote them around, roll them in and roll them out really easily. Some people have some really cool decorated ones. And what's up, Jim, by the way? So yeah, legs are just the same as those. It's just a clip that goes in there around this belt that is, just a standard belt. So it took me, this first time, it took me about 8 months to finish it, but there was a lot of procrastination and a lot of learning along the way. I would bet if I, did this, you know, even around work and just kind of did it on my off time, I could get one done in a month, no problem. No problem at all. Mando helmet. Yeah, I'm gonna have to get Elvis to send me another one because I just don't like the Black Series one anymore after seeing that other one. So, all right, so the abs, again, one solid piece, the butt is attached. And that's just held on with these suspenders. They're not even suspenders, they're just same straps again that I made myself. And that all held together there. So the butt piece is kind of, it's not connected, but it's Velcroed in there the same as the other. So I start with that on there already though, because it doesn't hinder my movement bending down to get that. And then the other piece are these Under Armours. So I've got 3 Under Armours on, or 2 Under Armours on the top. I've got this sleeveless one that goes over the neck seal. And this is from Dark Side Closet. 501st approved for a clone. They've got to have the stripes for like stripes up and down, vertical stripes. Stormtroopers are horizontal stripes, ribbon kind of in there. So this is approved clone trooper underwear. Yeah, underwear. And that's it. That's how we do it, guys. Grogu, take it easy. I'm getting ready to go here myself. So thank you guys for hanging out. I hope you appreciated that. I hope you better understand how all this armor goes together. If you wanted to see a suit up, just imagine what. So as always, guys, have fun. Thank you for being here. And may the force be with all of you. We'll see you next time.